Well guys, welcome back to episode 3 of my beta Minecraft series. Well, it's time for the recap of everything I did after episode 2 because I did quite a lot actually. I obviously tamed a few more wolves. No. I set up a boat transportation system to my base, and I also made a minecart track to my base, to the area that I keep my wolves, and also the area that I'm doing this episode's project. Right next to it, I also built a house for the passive mob spawner. I also modified the mob farm a bit so that pigs would more consistently go into the right tunnel because before a lot of them slipped through. There's now a designated spot for wolves to fall in, so any wolves will land in here. Oh my god, there's so many mobs right now. I think this house turned out pretty nice, and this gold block is spawn. I have not actually tested this recently, if I actually spawn here when I die, because I haven't died in a while without having a respawn point somewhere else. So I will have to test that today. I hit 5 days of playtime on this world while waiting for more grass to spread. And I farmed a bunch of colored wool for this episode's project, so I'll show some old clips of me doing that. Ignore my broken skin, but I do have a stack of each colored dye, except for blue dye, because I already have a bunch of blue wool. And I'm just going to get a bunch of colored wool for my next project. Wool update. I have this much colored wool. Still have quite a few dyes to go through, but I wanted to talk about this. We almost have a stack of brown wool. Now this is insane. Okay, so this is what the room looks like now. I modified it a bit since before I had a 2-block wide tunnel, and now with the 1-block wide tunnel, the room wasn't actually centered with where the mobs were dropping. And I'm gonna show you what I got after AFKing once again over the night. This is what I got. As you can see, no pigs slipped through the farm. But what was weird was I was hearing pigs dying, but they weren't actually dropping in the hole. As you can see, there's an escapee over there. Look at this. This was all wooden floor. And I didn't realize that the lava was that close, because that's obsidian, I think. So I guess the lava burnt all the wood, making the farm able to release the pigs. But yeah, like this is a lot of loot for the farm not being able to work properly. This is the shear zone. What's even better about this is that I can actually just like stay right here and hold right click, and all of the wool will actually just end up coming to this one spot. Well, that's my progress so far. So let's get back into the modern day video. Well, welcome back to the modern day. Something I have to admit is that this is now like a week and a half later after I recorded the last sessions. I was getting a little carried away playing the new Stardew Valley update, so that's where I was sinking my time into. Wait. What? Okay, that's never happened before, and it only happened as soon as I loaded the world, so maybe something happens when I load the world in? And that's never happened. I actually kind of forgot what I was doing. I know I was gonna go and show off the new area where I'm gonna build today's project, but I do want to test out the spawn first. Ah, shit. Okay, I think the problem is, I'm pretty sure you can't spawn if there's blocks above you. Well, that's not the end of the world. That's not really something I care too much about, but it's still kind of annoying, you know? So I hope you guys like this house that I built for the mob spawner completely off camera. I'm kind of bad when it comes to building houses because I'll take like way too much time just figuring out what I like and what I don't like. Yeah, so with this railway system, I do need to still spend some time making it look really good. I'm definitely going to do this off camera. I don't know when, but I'll find some time to do it. Anyways, let's use the transportation system. So the boats are like a lot faster than the minecarts, but the boats right now only lead to my base, and I want to showcase the track leading to the new area. Also, I know I have 5 days played on this world, but please take my playtime with a grain of salt because I AFK'd so much already on this world. I AFK'd at the skeleton spawner multiple times with my animal farm, and probably on like 5 different occasions getting grass to spread. So yeah, lots of AFKing, not lots of project building, so I'm gonna do that a little bit more. Hopefully no more AFK in this episode. So anyways, we're here on the breakpoint where I could select the location and then press this button to go, and now we're heading to the wolves. Oh my god. Oh no. Well, I try to go into my options and I quit the world, so now I have to do the walk of shame. See, I even have to build a bridge over here too. Now in the middle of nowhere in a desert, we have the wolves. I'm really glad I didn't have to just get rid of my wolves because of the mob farms. But yeah, this will also be another project some other time, is making like a really nice house for them. But this is where I have them all situated. What am I at now? I'm like in the 30s, I think. Yeah, so this area doesn't have much going on. But it does look really nice when you're going across this lake into the mountainous area. I just love this terrain. It's so good. Blam. Blam. I love minecarts. I miss using minecarts a lot in Minecraft. You don't really use them too much in modern versions because they're just so bad. They haven't been updated. What are they doing? The only update they've done with minecarts is make it so you can put them underwater. But that's just not enough when they didn't even make them go faster at all in the 10 years. How many years now? Minecarts have been in the game for like 14 years. Since probably 2010, minecarts have been in the game. Anyways, this is the drop-off point. And in the distance, you can see a little island. And I'm just going to swim over to it. So I have decided that I'm probably going to have the Minecraft music off completely when I'm just recording and talking. And maybe turning it back on when I'm just mindlessly building or mining. I think it's just so much better to have Minecraft music just in the edit, so it's not like overlapping with the in-game music. And it's also better when the music's just not getting cut off constantly when I'm editing. So fun fact about this area is that I was actually getting grass to spread in like a little tower originally over here, because I was considering this as a location for the passive mob farm, which honestly probably would have been better because of how much water and lack of lands around. Like look at, like that's all sand pretty much, so that would have been really easy to deal with. But it's already done. I don't have to worry about that farm anymore. Because today, you probably know how to read. You probably read the title. I'm building a pixel art island. And look at all of this wool. Just so much to work with. It's funny that this was what I was planning on doing in episode 2. Before I even made something practical in my world. So this might seem really random, but there is a reason why I'm building a pixel art island. So the first reason I'm doing this pixel art project is because it's going to tie into another future project. I know I keep mentioning future projects, so hopefully this series will go on long enough to make those projects come to life. But the second reason I'm doing this is because pixel art was like always a defining thing with old Minecraft for me, especially in my childhood. Pixel art seems so prevalent in these older versions of Minecraft because, I mean, if you could tell from my first episode of this series, there were hardly any building blocks in the game to use to unleash your creativity, except for colored wool. Having 16 different colors of the same textured block made it so easy to make good looking builds in the form of pixel art. And it was also really simple to do with a lot of existing characters outside of Minecraft already being in pixel form. I remember frequently building pixel art and watching a lot of pixel art tutorials when I was a kid because I was such an awful builder, so it was just an easy way to make my worlds actually look appealing. I remember following a tutorial on my Xbox Creative World building a giant troll face pixel art. You know, I could probably find that video, it's probably still out there. Yet again, another project where I had to get grass to spread. I'm just obsessed with grass, like, what can I say? I don't know what pixel arts I'm gonna pick. I don't know how many I'm gonna end up building. Probably just gonna end up building until I run out of colored wool. I know I'm probably gonna build a lot of Mario themed ones because those are just really easy. I feel like pixel art isn't something I really think about with modern versions of the game, but I instantly think about when I hop on these versions. Even though like there are insane websites where you can just convert images to blocks, which I have used a lot before because it's just so cool to build something that has like so much detail and resembles a really good looking image. You know, I actually know exactly what pixel art I'm gonna do first because it's something that I've actually built, I think, block by block in the past. I forgot this is the area where I get my sand. Time to do the first pixel art. Oh, why do I have 58 mushrooms? I do want to make a lot of pixel art that involves blue because I do have an overabundance amount of blue wool. There we go, first pixel art done. The classic Mario pixel art. This is making me think that maybe it would be cooler if the pixel art was also floating in the sky. Because this island would have to be so big to make it viewable and spacious enough from each other. But I also don't want the island to take up too much of the lake. God, I really just realized how chill this episode's gonna be compared to the last one. This Mario was like 2 minutes, and I'm just gonna build a bunch of these compared to making 100 iron hose and tilling every single grass block in like 100-block radius. Okay, I have a list now of a bunch of different pixel art ideas because before I had no idea what I was gonna do. You guys will never expect what I'm about to build. It's Among Us! Okay, that's another one marked off. And there we go. It is Charmander, and I did realize a lot of the pixel art is Mario and Pokemon related, but that's fine because each Pokemon's very different from the last. And there we go. Fourth one, Bulbasaur. I just want to see what it looks like from a distance. Okay. See, a lot of it gets blocked. I'll be honest, I thought I was going to go through a lot more wool than this, but we still have plenty. And we did 4 already. Oh god, the next one has some brown wool. After I finish all the pixel art, I will be like shaping this into an actual island so that it's not just a flat platform. Mario might be completely hidden because this next one I'm going to put right here. This next one's maybe the biggest one yet. Bam. Squirtle is complete. Bam. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording here, but I need to decide what I want to do with this. I don't know if I want to expand the island or make pixel art go up. Ooh, actually, I think I have an idea. Okay, so I went back to the animal farm to get more lime wool, and look at how many pigs are spawning. Like, and it's just pigs. Oh my god. So I kind of started doing a pixel art off camera, as in more than half of it, and it's the biggest one yet, so I just decided to record the rest because I realized that I should probably do that. Wait, I've been using so much black wool. I have only a stack left besides this. Clearing all of the dirt. Time to see what the next pixel art looks like for the very first time. Oh, yes. Okay, really? Well, there we go. It looks pretty good being stacked on top of the other ones. Okay, this next pixel art that I'm about to build, I'm not even sure if I'm going to keep it because I'm going to build it right here. But I'm worried that it's going to block too much of this. So I'm going to fully build it to see what happens. Bam. Let's see. Actually, that kind of works. Okay, literally just, I can't not break the boat. And one last one. There we go. You may have noticed that I stopped doing the same editing I did with the first couple of pixel arts because that was torturous. I'm so ready for this. It's Sonic! Honestly, I think this is a great mix of colors, using as many as possible. 4 of the pixel arts use yellow, but it's 15 blocks it looks like in total. And we have a good amount of wool left. The Sonic was great because I used a lot of the blue and I had way too much of that. I did end up getting like 3 stacks of black wool off camera, which is why I still have a few stacks left. Well, this seems good enough so far, so I guess it's time to shape this into an actual island. Oh god, my shovel's gonna break probably while I'm doing this. Oh my, it's already, oh my god. And my shovel broke. How the hell do you get out of a boat? Because, like, that just happened. Like, why did that... That's cool. Collecting all the dirt. Collecting all the dirt. Oh, is he spawning? No! Is dirt the most placed block in Minecraft? Like, statistically of all time? That has to be, right? That would be cool to know, like, the global stats of all time of certain things. Like, what's the most mined block, the most placed block, the most crafted item. I do want to spice up this island a bit by adding some detail on the ground. Oh, we gotta grow some grass. Well, this island's gonna look nice. Tiny shrubs. Could have some sandstone detail. Is the Kirby not even... I didn't even realize that the Kirby's not even supported by anything. It's really coming together, but I need some sand, so I'm gonna be back. Okay, so I just spotted something, and before checking it out, I decided to record it because this looks like a monster spawner. It is! This close, by the way, to the island. Okay, well, it's a spider spawner, and it's quite small. But anyways, here's the loot. A saddle, and no cocoa beans. Well, I think that we all know that the real loot is the mossy cobblestone. So guys, I made something really beautiful, and I'm here to show it off. Yep, it's a cactus tower. And it's also on some floating sand blocks. I don't know if I ever showed this off, but in the area that I collect my sand, there's this little sand pillar that's floating. Back to doing this. I've gotten to a point now where it's weird to just stay above the water for half a second and regain your bubbles. Like, I find myself sometimes staying above the water for way longer than I need to. Okay, I'm double checking right now, but I think I did everything. It's so hard to see down here. Walking squid noises for some reason. Yep, I think it's all done. I'm very happy with how this turned out. I'll see what it looks like from really far away. Boat crash. Oh. Okay. Let me get this straight. You're telling me when I want my boat to break, it doesn't. It's not worth it. It's not worth ranting about this. Monster spawner over there. Pit of doom over there. Rails. And... oh my god. The only problem is, in this version, the shoreline's like really wide usually. And this one doesn't have a wide shoreline, but that's fine. Okay, well, this was a fun project. A lot better than turning grass into dirt. I'll say that much. Well, this might mark the end of the video. If it doesn't, then that's really awkward. I guess I'll show the back of my skin. I guess this is the outro. Like, is this how I do it? I kind of forgot. Back of the skin, cactus tower in the distance. Anyways, I guess see you next time. I didn't even find any wolves this episode.